What is up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well today. As you guys can tell by today's video title, today we are going to be doing a Temu affordable clothing haul. Now, whenever I buy things on Temu, usually for my videos, I will normally buy like super extravagant looking dresses for going out or party wear, which I absolutely love trying out for you guys, and I know you guys love it too, but today I thought I would do something a bit more different and actually just try pieces of clothing that might be a little bit more wearable for every day. Don't get me wrong, I still think there's maybe like one or two items that are a bit more dressy, but for the most part, I think I picked pretty wearable clothing. So here is my bag of everything I ordered. It's pretty chunky and heavy, so I can't wait to show you guys what we got. All right, so I ended up getting quite a lot of really cute finds this time around, such as this. My usual viewers and subscribers are gonna think, what the heck, Roxy, this is so not you. Why would you buy a yellow piece of clothing when normally I wear beige? Don't get me wrong, I still love my beiges, but since I've had my color analysis done in Japan a few months back, I've been really looking at clothing in a whole different light. Whenever I online shop, I actually look for clothes that are in these colors because that's what my color analysis lady said would suit me. So I found this top and I just thought it was so stinking cute, especially in the photo of the model. This top, you guys, was literally only £9.89. That is so freaking affordable, and the quality actually feels really nice. It's made of like a soft, thin, kind of stretchy fabric. It's so cute. I love this little ruffle effect in the center, and then the sleeves are so cute as well. They're like little fluffy frills on the ends. This top just makes me think of like an orchid flower. That's what this is giving. So I picked this up in the extra small size and I feel like it's gonna fit really, really well. So let's go try it on and see how it fits. All right, so here is the first top and what it looks like on. I've just paired it with a plain pair of jeans and I really, really like this. The only thing I will say is that it is kind of open right here, so you can just see like the bottom of my bra, but I wouldn't say it's like too revealing. You only really see like the bottom of my bra, so it's not really that big of a deal to me. I'm just glad that it's covering me up right here, like the chest sort of area, because otherwise this would have been a deal breaker. I will say though that you probably would want to pin this together to about here. Like there's no button or anything to hold it there, but it just means that, you know, when you're moving your arms around, it will just keep it in position. Otherwise, when you move your arms, this just kind of falls apart and spreads even wider, so we don't want that. So if I was literally just to put a little stitch or a pin right there, I still like this open bit here over the tummy just to show a little bit of skin. Sleeves are perfect length. They are so cute. I love them. They're just so dainty and pretty. And I just feel like this is the perfect sort of long sleeve top for like the slightly colder summer days. I feel really cute in this and I'm definitely giving this a big thumbs up. It's definitely not beyond repair with this little section here. So yeah, I'm gonna give this probably like an 8 out of 10. Moving on to the next item, we're now gonna be trying out this shirt right here. How freaking cute is it, first of all? The collar is just so over exaggerated and really cute. It's definitely leaning more into like the Korean sort of style. Here it is. I hope this is gonna be nice quality. Oh, it's really cute. It's giving like Korean slash Japanese vibes because of like the collar in the back. It's giving Japanese schoolgirl. I am so here for it. Obviously the collar needs a little steam. It's supposed to point down, but the way it's been packaged makes it like kink. I've got to say, like fabric quality wise, it just feels like a normal regular shirt. I'm hoping it's not going to be too see-through and that the sleeve isn't going to be super, super short on me, but I can already tell it's going to be kind of like a quarter length on me. But yeah, the actual quality and visual of the shirt looks exactly as the photo, so I'm really pleased with that. And I got this in a small. So the shirt was £12.92, which I feel like is pretty affordable. And then I also decided to buy a bottoms for this outfit. So I ended up ordering this skirt, which is kind of like a bubble skirt. I absolutely love skirts like this. I think they're so cute. This skirt was £6.87, so freaking cheap, but annoyingly, I didn't realize that it wasn't gonna be white. To be fair, in the description, it does say apricot, so that is only my fault, but it's basically like a beige kind of color, and I thought it was gonna be more white. I mean, white and beige still does go together, but I don't know, it might not give the same vibe I was expecting. Anyways, here is the skirt. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, this skirt is absolutely everything. I feel like I'm gonna look like a little flower petal. It's actually such a decent length, and it's not just a skirt, it's actually a skirt. It's got a middle on the inside. Look at that. So you're not gonna have to worry about flashing anybody or anybody looking up your skirt, but from outside, it still looks like a regular skirt. These might not go together as well as I imagined in my head, but let's go try them on anyway. Okay, this is the shirt with the skirt, and it's not exactly the vision that I was hoping for. In my mind, this definitely was gonna look a lot better together. So basically, when I do the shirt up, the little skirt just kind of like just pokes out right under here, and it just looks a little bit silly. So I literally have to open up the shirt from like halfway up just to kind of allow the skirt to have more of its moment. So that's pretty much all I can do to make this outfit slightly better. I will say the shirt, I don't love it. The sleeves are super short on me, which I already knew the second I opened this top. Here is what the sleeves look like once they're done up. They're just like grazing my my wrists, if you know what I mean. Also, I feel like the shirt is kind of see-through, so I'm not really vibing with the fabric that this is made of. Like I said, it definitely needs a steam, and it probably would look much better steamed, but I don't have the time or patience right now to steam this when I'm literally gonna send this back. So I'm gonna say that I'm giving the shirt probably like a 2 out of 10. I just don't really like it. As for the skirt, or skirt should I say, I really like this. It's very poofy. It's very comfortable. It's super stretchy in the waistband. Now that I've got it on, it definitely has more of that definition between the legs that it is a pair of shorts rather than a skirt, but I don't really mind that. I think they're absolutely adorable, and they're the perfect length, so I'm gonna definitely keep the skirt. But let me know what you guys think of this whole outfit. All right, moving on to the next outfit. We're now gonna be trying out a pair of jeans, which I honestly, again, fell in love with when I saw this. I just felt like it was such a unique piece of clothing. I'd never seen a pair of jeans this cool. It almost looks like the jeans have their own little flannel shirt wrapped around each leg. So as far as style goes, it's definitely like more on the cool side, and I don't know if I can pull this off very well, but of course we will give it a go. Here are the jeans. They look really nice. I love the color of them. They're like a light wash, and obviously they're pretty plain on the top, but wait until you get to the bottom. Look at this. How freaking cute. I have never seen anybody wear a pair of jeans like this in real life, so I don't know if this is like a very new design or if I've just been living under a rock, but this is so cool in my opinion. These are very much like that mum style, boyfriend style, kind of loose fitted pair of jeans. They're obviously quite snatched in the waist, but they're pretty like baggy in the bottom. They're very wide leg, which is exactly the kind of pair of jeans that I love to wear usually, so I can't wait to try these. And now to go with the jeans for the top half, I also picked up this little like crop top, and I just, again, really liked how this looked. It's not exactly like my style, I wouldn't say, but I felt like it was a really interesting top to try out for you guys. I think the little like love heart effect on the chest is a really cute touch. This was £7, and here it is. Here is the top. I won't lie, this does feel a little bit cheap. Like the fabric and the stitching, it's pretty bad. So as far as like £7 go, I would probably just skip this one. Even like the heart shape, it's supposed to have a little heart in the center, but it's just really not great. It's more of a circle than a heart. So I can already tell this is probably gonna be pretty bad, but let's try it on with the jeans anyway. Okay, I'm sorry, but this outfit is actually pretty cute, especially from afar. The problem is the top, not the trousers. The trousers are great. I really like the way they fit. They just look so cool and so fun, but the top is just a joke. Like, it is so bad. Look at the way that it like fans out here. It's just so weird and misshapen. It doesn't have a heart. It literally just has a circle, so it's nothing like the photos. As for the jeans though, the jeans are great. They literally have that really nice like baggy kind of fit, but they still fit great around the hips. I love the fun little like fabric and the pop of color. It definitely just adds a little bit of something more fun and playful to this outfit. The jeans are a definite keep. They are so well fitted and just really cute, and they were so affordable as well. I think they were like £25, and I've literally been looking for ages for a true baggy pair of trousers like this because they are super trendy right now. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, but I'm rating the trousers a 10 out of 10, and the top, I'm literally giving given it a 0. I would give it minus points if I could. All right, moving on to the next outfit. We're now going to be trying a little cord, and it is this one here. This one was £16.22, so I'm hoping it's going to be slightly better quality than the previous outfit. It was called the Chic French-inspired two-piece. I actually got this in the Asian M because I feel like that's actually a UK small, maybe I should have gone for a large. I guess we'll see. I know the Asian sizes are much smaller than like European sizes, so here we go. This is the top, and to be honest, that does look kind of big. Maybe that's just me, but it looks a little bit wide. So it's like a little bit of a crop top. It's kind of giving like Chanel a little bit with like the black and white accents and the little gold buttons. They're so cute. So that's the top. It's got like a little nice black collar. And then it's also got a pair of shorts to match, which look like this. These actually feel pretty nice. They're like very cinched in the waist. They have a zipper in the back. And they actually have pockets, which I'm super excited about. They're very deep too. Quality-wise, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say this is the best quality I've ever seen, but as far as like a cheap little cord, it's all right. Like, it's not that prone to creasing. The fabric that it's made of isn't like super silky, if that makes sense. So yeah, I mean, I have higher hopes for this one, so let's go try it on. Okay, so this two-piece is kind of funny because the top literally looks so wide, like these sleeves are so poofy that it kind of reminds me of like Snow White. It legit makes me think of a Disney like costume. That's how like extra these poofy sleeves are. I don't know if they look good. They're kind of making me look really broad in the shoulders. As for the bottoms, they literally fit perfect, so I'm a little bit confused because maybe I should have sized down for the top, but then the trousers would have been way too tight because this is like a good fit. I feel like the shorts and my bottom half in general looks really misproportionate to the top half, and I don't know if it looks good. Let me know what you guys think. I feel like the top should be a little bit smaller. It's quite wide even here, not just the sleeves, so if it was like a little bit more tailored and maybe just took off that much fabric, it would be a lot better, I think. I mean, if you can do a little bit of sewing, this definitely has potential and you could totally tailor it to your body. But as it stands, I do think the top is a little bit too big for me. So I'm gonna give this probably like a 6 out of 10. And now the next few items are literally just a couple of tops that I really liked the look of on Temu and thought I would pick them up. The first one being this one here. This one is so freaking cute. It's like a sage green kind of color. It's got that like Chinese sort of collar to it, which I love. I literally love Chinese clothing so much. This top was £16.70, so a little bit more than the other pieces, which I'm hoping is a good sign. I got this in the Asian S, just to kind of switch things up, try different sizes, see what works for me. Oh my gosh, look how cute this is though. The fabric quality on this is really nice. It's very stretchy, very soft, and look at that collar detail. That is so cute. I absolutely love the little like stitched leafy sort of design. This is actually embroidered on as well, so that's really cool. And then the little collar effect is so nice. The little clip. This is so cute. I literally live for this top, and the color is everything. It's like a super pastel kind of sage green. Let's go pop this on and see how it looks. Here is the green top. I absolutely love this. It fits really well. I don't know if I would pair it with a blue pair of jeans like I have here. I probably would wear maybe like a lighter colored bottom with this top. Also, this is the true length of the top, but I do kind of like it a little bit more folded in like so. So yeah, I really like this top. I feel like it can be made casual or dressy at the same time depending on what you pair it with. The fabric is really nice. It's very stretchy and comfortable, and also I feel like it's the kind of fabric that you wouldn't like sweat loads in. It feels really nice and breathable, and I love the neck detail, so I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. The next top is another yellow shirt. It is this one here. I got this one in extra small. Let's hope that this is gonna fit. Okay, here we go. Here it is. It's just a plain shirt. What the heck? Hang on a minute. I swear that this had like a little something attached to it. It wasn't just literally a yellow shirt. Oh my gosh, I've been cheated. There's supposed to be like a little thing that you're supposed to put over the shoulders and wrap in the front, so it kind of looks like a loose little sweater wrapped over. It's literally pictured in the listing, but they didn't send that part. They just sent me the yellow shirt, and that's it. That's a little bit disappointing, but the yellow shirt is still really nice. This was £10. It feels very like flowy. It feels very loose, very airy. Yeah, the fabric feels really nice actually. It doesn't feel too cheap, but I'm a little bit gutted about the fact that it didn't come with the other piece to this. But let's try this on anyway and see how it looks. Here is the yellow shirt. I don't know if I love it. It's okay, but I feel like part of the charm was definitely that thing that kind of wraps around the shoulders. So I am still very much gutted about that, but let me know what you guys think. Would you wear this? How would you style this? I feel like it does look very summery. Maybe if I was to tuck it in. I've got the millennial urge to tuck everything in. I'm sorry, but tucked in just looks so much better. Am I right? So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this one. I think I'm gonna probably rate this like a 4, no, not even that, like a 3 out of 10. It came without the piece that literally sold me to like buy this in the first place, so I'm giving this a low rating. Now the next item is a little bit more dressy in my opinion, but I would say this still could be toned down and made a little bit more cash. It is this like blazer jacket overthrow looking thing. This literally looked so bougie in the photo. It looks like something out of an expensive boutique. I only spent about £19 on this, so again, I don't have high hopes, but it feels promising. The quality does feel really nice, but I don't think it's gonna have the same shape that it does in the photo. There's just no way. Here it is. It does feel kind of like thick, and the fabric almost feels a little bit foamy, but this is it. It's not as peplum as the one in the photo. It also doesn't have anywhere near, oh, it does. I was gonna say it doesn't have anywhere near as many buttons, but it does. They're just not actually done up. There you go. You can now see how many buttons there truly is. So yeah, I mean, in that regard, it is very similar. It is that deep scooped neckline, just like the photo. And on the sleeve, you do have this like folded fabric effect. I don't really know how to explain that, but it does look really cool. I've got to say, fabric-wise, out of all the pieces so far, this does feel the most high-end. So let's go try this on and see how it feels. All right, and here is the blazer slash jacket. I actually really am impressed with this. I just paired it with the little bubble skirt, and I feel like it looks really cute together. They actually complement each other very well. I don't know how much you guys can see on camera, because to me in the viewfinder, this whole like black top is literally just a black blob. So I hope you guys can see all the folds and like the detail in the fabric. I do think it's a very nice design. It's definitely not as peplum and as snatched as the photo is, but I still think it's close enough, especially for how little we paid for this. The fabric does feel very like soft and very thick, so at least there's that. And I think this jacket is so interesting. It definitely looks way more expensive than it was. So all in all, I'm gonna give this a pretty high rating. I think I'm gonna rate this like a 9 out of 10. It's not a perfect match to the original photo, but I would say it's close enough. Okay, and the very last item we have is yet another top. This one was so freaking cheap again. It was only £6.96. It's like another little summery yellow kind of shirt. I just absolutely love tops like this. Ooh, okay. The fabric feels nice, but it does look a little bit cheapy. Like the collar, I don't know. There's something about this like zigzaggy kind of pattern underneath it that just feels, I don't know, a little bit like a Halloween costume, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I know that's how it looked in the photo, but now that I've got it in real life, like this part of the fabric just feels really cheap, which is strange because the rest of the fabric feels nice. It's just this part that just feels, I don't know, a little bit rough. But maybe from far away, it's not gonna be an issue. So this is how the top looks. I don't know if I'm gonna love the fit. I'm gonna say that right off the bat, but it has got cute little buttons, so we're gonna give it a go. All right, and here is the yellow top. I've gotta say, now that I have this on, it actually doesn't look as bad as I kind of imagined it in my head. Granted, the quality is definitely not that good, but for the price that we paid for it, it's reasonable. I do think that this with a nice like skirt would be actually kind of cute, maybe like a bubble skirt or a maxi skirt. It's all right with the jeans, but I don't think it kind of fits the vibe. But yeah, I like this. I wouldn't say it's the best top ever. It's just better than I thought it would be. The quality of the top is okay. I do like the cut of it. The sleeves are a good length, and I like the little bow detail right here. I think it's definitely very cutesy, so I'm gonna give this probably like a 5 out out of 10. All right, guys, so that was everything for today's Temu haul. Let me know which one of these items was your favorite. As always, I will have all the links in the description so you guys can get your hands on some of these items for yourself. I've got to say, a lot of the items were a big flop in today's video, but there was a few gems, such as the jeans. First yellow top I really liked. So yeah, some were definitely a hit, whilst others were a bit of a miss. If you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, make sure you smash that huge thumbs up down below, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here. But that is all from me. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! Mwah.